Security forces in Jammu and Kashmir have launched a massive operation to track down the terrorists on Thursday's deadly ambush in Poonch. As drones and sniffer dogs and MI choppers that are being used in the manhunt, so far 12 people who have been detained for questioning. Terrorists ambushed a military truck in the dense forested area in Poonch, and the soldiers who came under fire for at least 3 different directions. 5 soldiers of the Rashtriya Rifles who were martyred in the attack, their mortal remains have been now brought back to their homes in their native villages in Punjab and in Odisha. 4 out of the 5 soldiers martyred are from Punjab. At Sepoy Sevak Singh's home in Bhatinda, the family is inconsolable, especially the martyr's elder sister. As those reactions that have been coming in, Sevak's aged grandfather also wants a memorial to be built for his martyred grandson.
पोता जी नहीं था जी सकूल बनना चाहिए ओदी बुत मिलना चाहिए जी ओदी फोटो जरूर चाहिए मेरे यादगार बने अभी पिंड दी यादगिरी सेवक सिंह ने शहीदी दी थी भी सेवक भी मक्खन सिंह दा पोता भी आ शहीदी कर गया जी.
Well, martyr Havildar Mandeep Singh, who belonged to a village in Ludhiana, his family is distraught. His wife Jagdeep Kaur says that she has spoken to her husband just hours before the attack.
ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਇਦਾਂ ਸਰਦਾਰ ਮਨਦੀਪ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਵੀ ਅਟੈਕ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਰ ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਗਲਤ ਗੱਲ ਆ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਸਵੇਰੇ 9 ਵਜੇ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਦੁਪਹਿਰੇ 12 ਵਜੇ ਗੱਲ ਹੋਈ ਆ ਵੀ ਇਦਾਂ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ. ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਭਰਾ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਕਾਲ ਕੀਤੀ ਵੀ 1 ਵਜੇ ਸਰ ਇੰਨੀ ਛੇਤੀ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਆ ਸਰ. ਮੈਂ ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਰੋਣਾ ਪਾਇਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਰ ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ.
Well, similar scenes that have been witnessed at the house of Sepoy Harkrishan Singh as well in Batala, as Harkrishan's father, who himself is a former army man and has been saying that he is proud of his son's sacrifice.
जिस तरह साडा बच्चा देश की सेवा करते हुए उग्रवादियों ने लोहा लेंदे शहीद हो गए ने, सानू बहुत माण है अपने बच्चे से कि अपने फर्ज नूं निभाउंदे होए शहीद हो गए. उन्होंने वीडियो कॉल की हसन दिया ही कोट कार्ड पाया उन्हें पूरा ठंड वाला तो मैं हस गया क्या तेन बड़ी ठंड लगन रही है तू कोट पाए हस के कहता तो सवेर का मीह पैन दिया ही.
Meanwhile, at the other end of the country in Odisha's Puri, this is home of martyr Lance Naik Debashish Baswal, as he is now survived with his wife Shushri and his 7-month-old daughter.
देवाशीष विश्वाल होती डिफेन्स जॉइन करते जिते जॉइन करते बहुत गर्व अनुभव करी मो गाँव जड़े डिफेन्स जॉइन कर से बहुत सुंदर सरल स्वभाव पिला थिला एवं यार खबर पाइबा मैंने आम बहुत मर्माहत दुखित मन कर तेणुक यही समय समस्त श्रद्धांजलि अर्पण कर.
Well, Pradeep is joining us live right now. Pradeep, with the ongoing investigation there, tell us exactly when it comes to at least 12 to 13 people who have now been rounded up for further investigation. Who are these people?
Yes, since yesterday, 13 people have been detained and they are being questioned because security agencies believe that there is a network of overground workers who are providing a logistic support to these terrorists who are operating in this area for quite some time, because they feel that without their support it's not possible to operate, because 2 of these 4 terrorists who were involved in this dastardly attack are said to be Pakistanis. So how come the Pakistanis are able to move from one part to another part without any kind of help? There are someone who are providing shelter, there are someone who are providing them food and other kind of support. So far the investigation revealed that 4 terrorists were involved in this attack. They fired from multiple locations. They came in alto car, they parked their car, laid an ambush, and first they lobbed a grenade, then they indiscriminately fired 36 bullets were fired. Also, they used improvised explosive device that was magnet fitting, also called sticky bomb, so that they were able to blast the fuel tank of that vehicle that set ablaze that vehicle, and in which 5 or 4 soldiers were martyred. And later on, they fled in alto car. What actually the army has got to know that they were Punjabi speaking. This statement was given by injured driver when one of the senior officers inquired from him the incident. He said that immediately after firing, they said "Gaddi Kaddo," take out that car and they fled in that Alto car. They took that Alto car, they moved in that Alto car for about 10 to 15 minutes, and after that they left their car and they seem to have moved towards the nearby forest belt. There are some cave hideouts where they are said to be hiding. Right now the three-pronged operation has already been started by the security agencies. You rightly said that MI helicopters for surveillance are being used, the drones are also being used for the reconnaissance and to keep an eye on each and every moment in the forest belt. And the third thing, that sniffer dogs have also been placed into service. Why they're using all these equipments, his reason is that this is one of the most difficult and challenging terrain. In the past also in 21 we had seen that when 9 of our soldiers were targeted, operation continued for about 1 month, but they failed to track terrorists. So they do not want to repeat those mistakes this time. They want to avoid any kind of collateral damage. That's one of the reasons that they are taking all precautionary measures using drone to avoid any collateral damage and also to track the movement of the terrorists moving inside this forest belt. This is one of the most challenging belt, one because of the weather condition, poor visibility, dense foliage, and then there are cave hideouts also. So they are cautiously moving inside, but they are trying to encircle. Additional reinforcement has already been called since yesterday. Yesterday we have seen that how they are trying to get out in that area so that they can encircle and track those terrorists and pin them down. Because there's a lot of pressure on the security agencies. They want to eliminate these terrorists at earliest. Already they have made it clear, because the message has been sent to the commanders on the ground that one, they have made it clear that they are not going to forget supreme sacrifice of 5 of their soldiers, and they are not going to forgive these.
Tributes have been pouring in and salutations have been coming in, especially for those Jawans who've made that ultimate sacrifice, and the family have been coming out with only one demand, that avenge their sacrifice in the similar manner. Pradeep, please to stay on with us, because updates also that Odisha as the governor Ganeshi Lal has been paying tribute to Lance Naik Debashish Biswal and has been laying a wreath on his mortal remains. This is coming after the Poonch terror attack, as the mortal remains of those who lost their lives, who were martyred in the terror attack on the 20th of April. Now their mortal remains have been brought back to their native villages. Even when it comes to Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik, who wrote that the news of the martyrdom of Odisha's hero Jawan Debashish Biswal in this terror attack in Jammu and Kashmir is very sad. His sacrifices for the country will always be remembered. As those tributes that have been pouring in, Pradeep, it is expected that similar pictures that will be coming in from, at least from Punjab, where amongst those 5 who have been martyred, 4 of them hailed from Punjab and 1 of them from Odisha.
Yes, Amita, there are 2 things which I want to highlight. Why I'm trying to highlight, because for the last few days I had been covering Punjab and I've seen that how people like Amritpal and Pannu, they had been trying to instigate youth and that they should go for a referendum for Khalistan. But now these, once again, the Sikh community has proved that nobody can take out India from Sikhs. See how they had been taking bullets on their body to serve motherland India. It's a tight slap on the faces of all those people who had been talking about Khalistan, because nobody is there for Khalistan. It's only a handful of people who are the stooge of Pakistan getting money from there. They are talking about Khalistan. So far as the sacrifice of these 4-5 soldiers are concerned, people are going to remember them forever, because already we have seen that how the country is saluting our brave hearts who sacrificed their life for the country, and these people are going to be inspiration and motivation for thousands of youngsters in the country, so that they too can don uniform and serve motherland India. No doubt this is an irreparable loss, but what inspiring words coming from the family members. They said that their son died while fighting for the country. They were fighting against the terrorism in that particular belt and lost their life. I think this is also a tight slap on the faces of all those politicians, because they are the one who often keep on asking questions. They are the one who keep on politicizing valor of troops. Yesterday also we saw that some of the political statement coming from different political parties, instead of being on one page, speaking one language, speaking out against Pakistan, responsible for all these brutalities since 1990 in this particular belt. So they are trying to give clinch to Pakistan. They are playing politics. This is not the time to play politics.
That's happening. Even Pakistan or its proxies been called out in the open by the opposition party netas. However, they continue to question such kind of a terror attack. Unfortunately, that has taken place in this ambush reported in Poonch, and there were certain intel reports over the same as far as near the festivities there. Such kind of an attack was expected to take place. Unfortunately, 5 of our brave Jawans who have been martyred in this attack. Pradeep, please do stay on with us. Let's quickly move on.